Oprah was born into a poor family in Mississippi. She lived with her maternal grandmother after her unmarried parents divorced shortly after her birth. When Oprah was 9 years old, a few family friends exploited her and sexually abused her while her mother was away. On September 8, 1986, she began hosting the Oprah Winfrey Show. She is now one of the most popular daytime show hosts on television and the wealthiest African-American woman in the U.S.
Oprah Winfrey, from pain, poverty, and rejection to becoming the queen of media, a true story of courage, hope, and unbreakable determination. There are people who are born into comfort, then there are people who are born into storms. Oprah Winfrey was born on January 29, 1954, in rural Kosciuszko, Mississippi, USA. Her full name is Oprah Gail Winfrey, inspired by a biblical name. However, people often mispronounce Oprah as Oprah, and the new name stayed with her forever. She entered the world with almost nothing.
No wealth, no luxury, no certainty.
Her parents were teenagers and were not married. Soon after her birth, they separated, leaving little Oprah to be raised by her grandmother on a small farm. A childhood filled with poverty. Imagine a little girl with no toys, no beautiful dresses, sometimes not even enough food. Her grandmother was poor, but she believed education could change a person's destiny. Oprah often wore dresses made from old potato sacks because the family couldn't afford proper clothes. Other children laughed at her. They mocked her. But every painful laugh planted another seed of determination inside her heart. Instead of giving up, she escaped into books. Books became her safe place. Words became her closest friends. Before many children even learned to read, Oprah was already reading the Bible aloud in church. People noticed something special. She had a powerful voice. More importantly, she had the rare ability to make people listen. The darkest years. When Oprah was still very young, her life became even more painful. She later revealed publicly that she experienced repeated sexual abuse by relatives and people she trusted. It stole her childhood. It filled her heart with fear, shame, and loneliness. Many nights were spent crying. She carried pain that no child should ever have to carry. At the age of 14, she became pregnant. Tragically, her baby was born prematurely and passed away shortly after birth. It was one of the darkest moments of her life. Many people would have believed life was over. But Oprah made a different decision. She refused to let pain become her identity. A father who changed everything. Eventually, she went to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville. He believed in discipline. He believed in education. Books became mandatory. Homework became non-negotiable. Every day, Oprah was expected to learn something new. At first, it felt difficult, but those rules slowly transformed her life. She began winning speech competitions. She discovered that words had power. Her confidence slowly returned. Every speech became another step away from her painful past, the beginning of a dream. As a teenager, Oprah won an oratory contest that earned her a college scholarship. Soon after, she began working at a local radio station while still in high school. People were amazed by her natural warmth. She didn't simply read the news. She connected with people. She made them feel understood. Eventually, she became one of the youngest television news anchors in Nashville. But success did not arrive smoothly. She was criticized for showing too much emotion. Some believed she wasn't professional enough. Others doubted she belonged on television. Instead of changing who she was, she turned her greatest criticism into her greatest strength, the show that changed television forever. In Chicago, Oprah was given a struggling morning television program. Most people expected it to fail. Instead, she transformed it. She spoke with honesty. She listened without judgment. She laughed with guests. She cried with them. Millions of viewers saw something television had rarely shown before. The show quickly became #1. Soon it was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show. For 25 years, it became one of the most successful talk shows in television history, reaching millions of viewers around the world. Building an empire, Oprah didn't stop at being a television host. She became a producer. She founded Harpo Productions, becoming one of the first women to own and control her own television production company. She became an actress and earned critical acclaim for her role in The Color Purple, receiving an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. She later starred in and produced acclaimed projects including Beloved, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and other television specials and documentaries. She launched the Oprah magazine, which inspired millions of readers. She created the Oprah Book Club, helping countless authors become best-selling writers. She later launched the Oprah Winfrey Network, proving once again that she could build success beyond traditional television. Oprah the writer. Oprah also became a successful author and co-author. Her books focus on personal growth, hope, gratitude, and living with purpose. Among her best-known books are What I Know for Sure, The Path Made Clear, and Build the Life You Want, co-authored with Arthur C. Brooks. A Heart That Gives Back. Despite becoming one of the world's most successful women, Oprah never forgot where she came from. She donated millions of dollars to education. She established the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for girls in South Africa, giving talented young girls opportunities she never had. She has supported disaster relief, scholarships, literacy programs, and many charitable causes around the world. Awards and honors. Over her extraordinary career, Oprah has received countless honors, including Presidential Medal of Freedom, 2013, America's highest civilian honor, multiple Daytime Emmy Awards for television excellence, Peabody Award for Outstanding Broadcasting, Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement in Entertainment, Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences for her humanitarian work, induction into the Television Hall of Fame, numerous NAACP Image Awards, and honorary university degrees. More than success. People often describe Oprah as a television icon.
But she became much more than that.
She became a mentor, a producer, a publisher, an actress, a businesswoman, a philanthropist, a motivational voice, a global symbol of resilience. Legacy. The little girl who once wore potato sack dresses, the child who cried through unbearable pain, the teenager who lost her baby, the young woman who was told she wasn't good enough, eventually became one of the most influential women in modern history. Her story reminds us that the beginning of your life does not decide the ending. Pain does not have to become your future. Rejection does not define your worth. Sometimes, the people who survive the greatest storms become the brightest light for everyone else. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing to keep moving, even when your heart has been broken 1,000 times. Oprah Winfrey proved to the world that no matter how painful your past may be, your future can still become extraordinary. No one knows what happened to their lives, but God already wrote your destiny. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Comment your favorite star name, who you want to know the life story. Hit the bell icon to watch more videos on my channel.